talk about handling drills.
Okay.
No. No. So have lure him into down.
Okay. Okay, gloves and you.
A little bit.
Okay, please down. Nope.
Nope. No.
Yes.
No. 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 So he's trying to chew hot dogs out of my hand that don't exist.
Okay.
So we're going to work on that, which is you don't get
No.
until you stop.
No.
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 Vito. Good.
No. I have hot dogs.
Okay. So when you think about handling drills, we want our touch to predict the reward. So if I touch his nose and he chews on me, I'm going to say no. But if I touch his nose and he's good, yes. Okay. I'm going to try and mark the times when he's doing the right thing. No. No. No.
No.
No. So I'm going to take his paw. And when he's good,
No.
so Amanda, good.
Ah.
I'm going to take his other paw and do the same thing. Nope. No. 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 So he's fighting. No. No. And I'm not holding tight. If he fights hard enough, I'll just pull it out. No, leave it. Vito. No. Well, that one's not going to get any reward. No. These white gloves.
Yes.
Probably already be bleeding. Leave it. Leave it. Okay, so let's work on leave it to start with. So we show him the food. Close the hand. Leave it. No. Yes. When he leaves it alone, like takes his nose off of it, we mark that yes. So like right there. So I'm going to show him the food. I'm going to hold the food. He's going to come and try and chew it out. I say no. Leave it. Yes.
Can you do that? That would be huge for you.
Yep. So give it a couple tries here.
No. Leave it.
Down.
Yes.
Leave it. No. No. Yes.
Nope. Leave it. Yes.
Leave it. Yes. So a lot of the work we do with luring makes them very sensitive to the hands, makes them think that if they just bother our hand, then they'll get what they want. This exercise is important to keep our fingers as they get as enthusiastic as him. Leave it. Good. Notice I'm not like doing big reward events.
Right.
Be kind of counterproductive. Leave it.
No.
Leave it. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Nope. No. Leave it.
Yes. Kind of mistimed that. He was
Yes.
trying to take it. I marked yes. Leave it. No. No. Leave it. Down. Leave it.
Leave it.
I'm just trying to build a little duration. Good.
Yes. Exactly.
Good.
Really good.
Good. Yes. Oh, so sit down.
I know you have a pocket full of food.
Yeah.
That's fine. Nope. Leave it.
So once we have this idea pretty firmly established, at least in this session, it's just teaching, right? We're not trying to punish them when they do it wrong. We're just taking it away. Leave it. Leave it.
No.
Could you position yourself one side or the other so that you're on frame? So that, no. No. Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it. Leave it. Yes. So now that I've got leave it established for this dog, what I'm going to do is I'm going to touch his paws.
Leave it.
So I'm going to take his paw gently, and if he noses my paw, he's going to get leave it, and then when he leaves alone, he's going to get a yes. So I'm taking his paw. Good boy. Yes. He's not doing it now. He's like, oh, I know the game. I leave it alone. Try that other paw. Okay, he doesn't like this one bothered as much for some reason. Good boy.
No, leave it.
Good. So I'm going to just massage the pads in between his toes. If he'll let me, I'm just going to go in between his toes and stroke. If he starts to pull back, I'm going to say no. Good. And then reward. The idea here is we get the front paws, we get that going pretty good. We get up to the higher joints on the leg. Some dogs, if they have anything going on, especially while they're growing, no, leave it. They won't let you do it. Or if they're just not conditioned to accept touch, they'll think that that's something they need to bite at. Puppies, okay?
Right.
Leave it. So what we want to do is teach them that, good, that leaving it alone while you handle them predicts they're going to get rewarded. Leave it. And we're just going to repeat the paws, and we'll work up the legs. We'll do the back paws, we'll do the tail, we'll do the ears. The ears are a little tricky because we don't want to mess with the ears like we're messing with the paws. Good. We just want to gently touch the ear so that cleaning their ears out someday becomes a non-issue.
Which is funny because Blue will let us touch his ears all day long. It's when we go to put in like medicine.
When you go to put in the stuff. Okay? So it's show him the stuff, he leaves it alone. Good.
Yeah.
Reward. Okay? And then we
Hey, leave it.
down. So it'd be
Leave
like
it.
this. Amanda, it'd be like this. Imagine I have the stuff in my hand. Vito, leave it. I'd show him. He noses it. No. Vito. Good. And then I'd get it closer to him.
Okay.
And then he leaves it alone. Good. And then I touch the thing to his actual ear. If he's nosing at me, it's no. And I don't take this away. I take
Take the food away.
the food away.
You are an amped up dog. Yes, you are.
Yeah, both these guys are pretty high drive. So I'm going to touch his ear. Just gently. Vito. Good. Leave it.
Leave it. No.
Good. Now, once we get leave it established with our hand, it gets a lot easier to get them to leave other stuff alone, like other dogs, because they're like, oh, I just don't. If I don't try to get interested in that, then I'll get rewarded. Good boy.
Nope.
Good.
Good boy. Nope. Sit.
Leave it. Yes. Good boy. So now he's letting me do his back paws. Now it's never been a big problem with this guy, but when he's amped especially, he gets too interested in, like if you're trying to handle him, he gets bouncy and stuff because he's an active stressor. So if it stresses him, then he gets more crazy. Leave it. No, leave it. Yes. Good boy. So a lot of what we do, dog training, is about making the dog think that certain things predict reward or certain things predict punishment.
Okay.
So, markers. If I go, yes, then yes predicted the food, right?
Right. He was already. I know where to go for a yes.
Yeah. So if I go like this, leave it. Good. Then pretty soon, if I repeat this, contact with different parts of his body. Leave it. Yes. Those things predict that he's going to get food. So I go for his tail. No, leave it.
No.
Good boy.
Sit.
And this is especially important with puppies. We'll do this with all of our pups for one of our early exercises with them. He doesn't even care about the paws anymore. He's just like, "Where's my hot dog? When you touch my paws, I get hot dogs."
Like he's too focused on the hot dog to even know where my hand
You want
is.
to switch dogs?
Sure.
So let's switch, and I'll see if I can get him doing some of the same stuff.
Nope. Nope. Leave it. Leave it.
Just hand me his leash and I'll.
He has leave it, but I can't get him to.
Bear.
You know. Hi. Come here. You know.
I'm out of hot dogs.
Down. No. Off. Leave it.
Good boy. Good. Yeah, this one's a little more amped. Nope.
Nope.
Bear.
Leave it. Super cute. Nope, leave it. Yes.
Nope. Down. Leave it. Yes. Good boy with the. You did good with the leave it. He's got it already.
Yes. Good.
Nope. Down. Good.
Leave
it. Good.
Yeah.
Leave it. Nope. 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 Good
it.
boy. Nope. There.
Leave it. Yes.
Down. Leave it.
Nope. Leave it.
Good. Leave it. No. Good. Good. Yes.
Yes. Oh, you saw that.
So did you slice these up?
I think these. I don't know. These ones are leftovers, maybe.
Okay. So normally I'm thinking half this thick,
Okay. Leave it. Leave it.
especially with the little guys.
Okay.
No, leave it. Leave it.
Yes.
Leave it. Good. There. Nope. Down. Down. Hey. No. Down.
Leave it.
Leave it.
Leave it. Leave it.
Down. Leave it.
Leave it.
Down. No.
Leave it.
Yes. Good boy. Good boy. Good.
Leave it.
No. Down.
Mm-hmm.
Down.
Look at how wet my paws are.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Leave it.
Good boy.
Leave it.
Nope. Down. Good. Ah. Down.
You know.
Good.
Where is it? There it is. Nope.
Big ears. Down.
Leave it.
Good. Okay, so I'm going to come in
Leave
here.
it.
Touch the side of his head. Fingers kind of in his ear.
Nope.
Nope. Down.
Nope.
Trying not to bounce him out
Yes.
of this down. Yes. Good boy.
That's my problem, is keeping him in.
Yeah. He's bouncy. He's a pup. This is a little pup. So this is hard. This is hard work.
Oh,
right,
yeah.
For him.
I gotta move.
He's like, and he's just such a high drive little pup that settling down when you're putting pressure on him like this, because this is stress. Like
Okay.
if I'm touching him in places that he's not comfortable, you think of it just like stress. So we do two things in the reward. In the beginning,
Ah.
no, there, leave it.
Leave
He's
it.
trying to get in my shade.
Yes. But I'm hot though.
Down. In the beginning, watch the timing of when I touch, when I take my hand off, and when I deliver reward. There. Down. Good. So I'm gonna touch. Nope. So he's feeling stressed. He's trying to pull his foot out. Good. Nope. Down. No. Take it away. So if we think of stress like punishment, think of it a little bit different, but kind of like he feels punished by it.
Nope. Leave it.
There. No. We try not to take the punishment away when they do the wrong thing. There. Down. Leave it. Good. So I've got my hand on his foot. Good. Good. There. Yes. And then I take the punishment away. Okay, the stress. It's not punishment, like I'm not holding his leash to
Right.
do that, but anything that's stressful, environmental, from me, you could absolutely do that with the leash or with the e-collar.
Okay.
Not with a young puppy, but if you're introducing something before you're trying to teach them something, and you want them to know how to turn the pressure off, how to turn that stress off. That's a concept called negative punishment. Okay? And that's not how we try to teach them to do behaviors, but in this sense, trying to teach them to accept contact where they might, like, see here, he doesn't like his back legs messed with, right? So I'm not going to take that away while he's biting at it, because that would teach him to bite me to get rid of that pressure. There. Whoops. It's like, no, Amanda's way easier. Go over there.
Come on.
No.
Nope.
Down. Okay. So I'm going to try this again with this back leg.
Sit.
There.
Sit. No. Sit. Down.
He comes back here. No, leave it. Leave it. No. There.
Good boy.
No. Down. He's a little skittish around that back end, which we want to overcome. So I'm going to touch. Yes. Good boy.
That's what my dog is.
So we do it the exact same way with an older dog.
No. Leave it.
Leave it. So I'm going to touch his back end. He's
He
going
is
to get
super
skittish.
jumpy.
Good. But even in 2 reps, he's accepting that easier already. Nope, down. Good. Nope, leave it.
This is pretty good.
Leave it. Leave it. He's like, I'll just push this as far as I can where you can't reach it. Leave it. Good. Good. I'm messing with his foot like crazy right now. Yes. I wanted to make sure he noticed,
Okay.
but I don't want him to go back and try and get me.
Right.
So there's something to be said when you're introducing a stressor. Look for a change in the dog, whether it's their head position, their ears, their mouth, open, closed, any of this stuff. Sometimes their shape of their back, and figure out if they notice the stressor. Because if they don't notice it, we're not getting a rep out of it.
Right.
We're just beating them. You gonna bite your tail?
Leave it.
There.
Leave it. No.
Nope. Down.
Oh, look at
Good.
that. Look, it's on the hot dog.
Uh-oh. Good boy.
Leave it.
Leave it. So I'm gonna work up to his foot here. Good. No. No. He really didn't like that. Good.
No, leave it.
No. No. Down. See that? That nonsense doesn't get you the hot dog. Leave it.
Oh, no, leave it. Leave it. Leave it.
There.
Good
Down.
boy. He's like, but I want to eat the tail.
Leave it.
That
Nope.
was so good. That was so good.
Good.
Vito, it's all done.
Good. So I didn't use a sit command. I'm probably not going to use a heel command the first couple reps. I want to see how his position work is going. There.
Sit.
Oh, you already. There. I'm losing it. What's up? You already full?
And like he's got a short window.
Yeah. Nope. Okay, so it's telling me a fair amount about where he's at. He's not focused, so I'm going to do more. And that the pressure probably knocked him out of being able to focus much because we were doing a fair amount of pressure there.
Oh yeah.
Not leash pressure, but just
Pressure
was
not
unpleasant.
getting his food and having
not
to...
getting his food and how I was touching him.
Nope.
Nope. So watch this. Watch Bear here.
Okay.
So he should be looking at this food.
Nope.
Nope.
It's at your feet. And that's a chronic. When you had the toy out when we were doing those things, his focus I've never seen.
There. So we need to do focus exercise, and we need to do luring work to get him up off the ground, out of. That's a disengage. Okay. He feels pressure from my face, and he doesn't want to come up into it.
Okay.
There. Nope. Nope. He's like, I want that dog.
It's hard to watch another dog play.
I know, you wouldn't think it'd be such hard work just to lay there. Like,
So hold your stuff.
right? Like,
Ready?
Vito, 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 Vito! Come! Yes!
Back up.
Vito, 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 Vito! Ha! Sit! Nope. Sit! Yes! Good boy. Nope. Vito, sit. Vito. Vito, Vito. Vito. Good. Vito. Vito, Vito, Vito. Vito. Come.
Marcus?
Yes.
Yeah, you ready?
Sit. Nope.
Make sure his sit results in a win.
Yes.
Let go and back up.
Vito, 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 Vito.
Good.
Vito.
Back, 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 back.
Vito, Vito, Vito.
6 months or something, then he's going to get that much bigger, right?
Ha ha ha.
Yeah, he's going to be a big boy.
Yeah.
I was going to say, he's really going to be big.
Nope.
And it cracks me up for his size and being so sensitive.
That's kind of normal for Czech German Shepherds, though. Very sensitive. They can be a little
Nope.
bit.
Heel.
Where I know a lot of trainers who train Czech Shepherds, and they start with an adult when they
Sit.
get them, and they give them
Nope.
direction, the dog goes.
Good.
So you
Vito,
have to watch for
down.
that, and getting some of this correction in this stage is actually really helpful for a dog like him, so they become a little bit less sensitive. If we went all the way to like a year of age with this dog without having given him proper correction, when the first time he got it, he bites the first game, without question.
Could I have his leash? Whew.
But that's a function of how sensitive they are, and if you don't work on that by applying some correction. We're not
Down.
talking about abusing
Nope.
them and overcorrecting them. We're talking about
Down. Good. These
and
are mine.
apply that
Nope.
correctly and use a little
Good.
desensitize it just enough that he can see. If you let a dog like that, super sensitive,
Good.
let him off the hook. They're just like, well, I just want to correct this dog. With my correction. Well, then you get, like in our first class this morning, we had a husky, and when he feel even a gentle pressure on the front collar, he like lift his feet off the ground and
Lay down.
Yeah.
so we're doing a heeling game where the point was not to even have the dog feel a leash. And so he would start to make a turn and the dog would get out there and just
No.
and the dog literally like jumped
Vito,
off the
down.
ground and landed on its back. Never felt correction before. Not appropriate correction, and that dog is probably a couple years old. So we try as absolutely as much as possible to use positives to show the dog how to win, but in a humane system, we can't set the dog up for a problem at a year or 2 years of age where any kind of pressure on the dog is going to cause them to fall down. It's not, that ends up, dogs end up getting put down who are treated too positively, where they don't understand rules, and they don't understand that there are consequences for bad behaviors. Dogs like him, if he went 2 years of age and somebody applied pressure to him, he bites them, he's going to get put down. Yeah, that dog would end up getting put down for being treated too positively. So, a dog like Charlie could probably get away with almost pure positive, a lot of work, but almost pure positive, and he's probably not going to become a biter. But he wasn't bred. We'll do, you put this on this flat collar, and then he doesn't even know, I mean, he's never worked for me, but okay.
Well, he's never done this. Period.
Your dog is more interested in this dog? Yeah. Two male German Shepherds. All
Is that a female?
This one's a male.
Okay.
Then he's older.
Okay. Maybe because of the age.
The age, they're on equal footing in his mind, and he wants to figure out how to elevate himself.
Okay, so I'm going to say the cues like I was in your position, and I'll say, so I'm going to say name, and then I'm going to say his name a bunch of times.
Okay.
And then when he's pulling, I'll call him. So let some more leash out.
When you say come, go.
Yeah, just let go when I say come.
Bear!
Yes.
Door, like just left it. Oh, wow.
Remember, all I'm doing is marking when he finds the criteria that I've predetermined. And he's losing steam fast here. He's a puppy. Goose.
Moments, not minutes.
That's
Yeah,
right.
really, huh?
Now, notice he's targeting the toy ahead of time. He's like already in the bite before I mark. Doesn't matter. He's approaching my criteria because that's where I'm holding the toy. So if it's food in my hand, he may be trying to get it. When I mark yes, I'm kind of starting to mark that he's trying to bite my hand. So watch out for that just a little bit with food. But realize your food target is just that. It's where he's going to try and put his mouth to get fed. So now, here, what's going to start happening with this dog? He's going to start offering the criteria that I've rewarded. He's losing steam, okay? And he's like, that bed looks pretty attractive. I got rewarded over there too.
I could do an awesome downstay right now.
Yes. Good boy.
I know.
Good, Vito.
And he's about cooked. So would you go crate him for me?
Correct. We like to crate our dogs after they train because it cements their training.
Okay.
Think about what's our dog if we end training with ball. Like we just do a training session, then we go, oh, I'm going to throw the ball for 20 minutes.
Their brain goes to the ball.
Their brain goes, oh, ball play. That's all they remembered, right? If my training session ends with quiet time, dark room, nothing else to do, no toys in the crate, what's replaying in their head? The most recent thing they did, which was for him, 40 minutes or so of training.
Down.
And it's just going to replay and convert from short-term memory to long-term memory by rehashing it. Okay? So we absolutely manipulate that. That's our pattern. We work until we start to lose intensity, which we saw from him. He was kind of crashing in energy level, just normal puppy stuff, and then it's time to rest. So if you think about that in terms of your typical training sessions, your session might be 5 minutes. If your dog fades in intensity, you might call it earlier. Like if I wasn't demonstrating with him, if it was just his session and there was nobody else here to observe it and get demoed by it, I'd have ended that before those last 2 reps. Because healing is largely about creating a picture of what you want the heel to look like. If you want your dog to prance head high, bounce in the steps, you can't work them for an hour until they're dragging along and you're rewarding them dragging along. What's going to happen next time? It's going to look more like the dragging along picture than the happy, bouncing, prancing picture. So you practice the picture and reward the picture that you want. And if you're not getting it anymore because of energy level, rest. Not everything's about a picture. Recalls. It's about getting in position. Now the picture of that position, you may be tightening up your criteria. So that may matter. Or you may just be practicing the running part. And as long as your dog's running fast, keep doing it. If you notice you've done 5 and their runs are 70% of what they were before, either practice your downs or do something else or end your session so that you don't practice recalling at a snail's pace. We do that restraint to practice recalling at full speed. So if we lose speed, then we're practicing slow speed recalls.